Evening all, 3 days to go before the triathlon on Sunday. First of all, we wanted to say thank you so much for all the efforts that you've done in terms of your fundraising or your training and everything else that you've done to get yourselves ready for Sunday. It's going to be a fantastic occasion. Hopefully the weather's going to improve somewhat and it's not going to be hammering it down with rain like it did last year. First thing we wanted to do was to give you some tips and thoughts as to what the key things are to bring with you to make sure that you're prepared for the day. So the first thing is, everybody should have received one of these packs with your name in it, your race number, and also the wave ID. Now the first thing to say is that the wave ID that they put on most of them is wrong. So we are wave 15 on Sunday with a 1:35 start. So inside, it's 1:35, just for clarification, 1:35. Inside this pack is a lot of things, important things that you're going to need on the day. So the first one is this tag. You need to make sure that you've got this tag on you, on your wrist, and that will give you free access into the grounds of Blenheim Palace for the whole race weekend. So if you want to come on a Sunday and see the kids, this will get you in as well. The other critical thing is obviously your race number. Make sure you've got your race number. Make sure you've got this filled out because they'll be looking at that as well. And you've also got these two smaller race numbers, but we'll come to those a little bit later. And then there's the book. So worth reading this. Got good advice on the routes, but also just to give you a recap on your race day checklist to make sure you know what you're bringing. So first things first. When you arrive, you're going to need your ID. ID will get you through registration and will get you your timing chip to allow you to come in. So definitely bring your ID. What you're going to need with you, I've got a selection here. So the first thing is, don't forget your wetsuit. So you definitely need a wetsuit. They won't let you race without the wetsuit, so bring your wetsuit. Bring some goggles. You don't need to bring a swim hat because they will give you one. We'll all have the same colour swim hat, so we're all the same on the day. Worth bringing any kind of anti-rubbing lotion or anything like that that you've got if you need it for your wetsuit. So definitely throw all of those in your bag. Make sure you've got those with you. The next one is have a towel. Now they do recommend that you have something which stands out, so that when you put everything down in transition, you can find your towel as easily as possible. Next thing is, don't forget your tri-suit or your top if you're not going to be competing in the tri-suit. Now the one tip I'll give you about the tri-suit, if you haven't tried it on, the zip goes at the back. We've had a few guys that have tried to put it at the front. Doesn't look great, especially for the girls. Definitely have it at the back. And if you are a girl, we recommend that you wear a sports bra as well, because when the white gets wet, I'll let you work out the rest. Socks, optional. Some people will wear them, some people won't. But definitely, if you want to wear them, if you're running, then bring them. If you've got clipless shoes from a bike perspective, make sure you've got your bike shoes, and obviously make sure you've got your trainers and running shoes as well. And a plastic bag is always good to put your wetsuit in once you've completed. Now this year they're saying that you can't bring a box to put your stuff in, so you can only bring like a rucksack or a soft-sided bag, so remember to bring that as well. And for afterwards, worth bearing in mind to have something warm. So this is one of our hoodies that just arrived today. This is a kid's one. The adult ones will arrive tomorrow. So you can get one of these for £10 as a competitor. So worth having one of those to keep you warm. Obviously some trackies or whatever is good as well. So the next thing is, once you've arrived and you've got your chip, and then you'll want to go through to transition. So in order to get into transition, which is in the middle of the palace, you have to put one of these stickers on the front of your helmet and be wearing your helmet. So you put your helmet on to get in. You've got one of these stickers on your helmet, and the second one goes on your bike. So, looking forward to riding this bad boy on the day. This goes at the front of your bike so that they can see it. And the other tip that we would have is, in order, once you've finished it, in order for them to let you out of transition with your bike once you finish the whole triathlon. If this number has fallen off, then they're not going to let you out with the bike, because obviously they don't want to think that you're stealing it. So it's worth taking a picture of you and your bike with numbers on your helmet and the bike, which will then match your wristband when they go to see you out of transition. Okay. Now the final thing is, or two things. One, worth bringing a water bottle with either water or whatever you want to put in it, so you've got that on your bike. And the other thing is that your race number needs to go on something like this, which is a race belt, and you clip it around yourself, and you've got your number attached to it, which you can do, and when you're running it'll be on your front, and then you twizzle it round, and when you're cycling it'll be on your back again, so they know who you are, so they can get all the pictures and all that kind of stuff. So what we're asking is that everybody arrives for about 11 o'clock. This might seem early, might seem really early, but with everything that's going on at Blenheim, there's a lot of just one-way traffic, so trying to get from the car park into transition and then over to where our tent will be, it will take you much longer than you might anticipate. So please arrive for 11 o'clock. We're looking to do a full team photo with everyone wearing their Thinking of Oscar yellow and blue kit around 12:30. Also worth looking out for, on the day we'll have official photographer and also some cameras going around as well. So if you get asked either before or after, just to give a little bit of thought as to why you're doing it and how you felt, and hopefully how enjoyable it was, then please talk to them about that. That would be great. And the last thing is, we just hope that you all really enjoy the experience. Again, we're so grateful that you're all doing this. I think we've got over about £30,000 as we speak, which is fantastic. Please keep going. Looking forward to seeing everybody on Sunday, and good luck.